And these are carvings by True Grit, right?
Yeah, True Grit.
Yeah.
The Central Coast California wood carvers, they use our facilities, as do many other organizations.
And you mean you can come here and actually use these facilities?
You can come here and make arrangements, and it's free. Mm-hmm. You have birthday parties, like we had my mom's 87th birthday party here.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of, the Pioneer Day Committee meets here, but even if you're not from Paso Robles, come here for your clubs or something like that, hold your meetings, and then use the museum. It's,
wow.
It just really, it's for the people. Now, if you look over here, Paso Robles started in 1860s because of the warm sulfur water.
That's right. I remember that.
Remember that? We have it downtown. So in 1860, this hotel was built first right here. Mm-hmm. And then this hotel was built in 1869. Then in 1889, they built this hotel. It's the same guy that had the Coronado Hotel down San Diego.
Now, most people don't know. Most people know about the earthquake that we had here.
Yeah.
But most people don't remember the fact that those hot springs actually came up out of the ground after that earthquake.
Yeah, we had springs from 86 degrees to 148 degrees.
Yep. And it was.
And you could take your temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it burned down in 1940, and here's some pictures of it burning down. You know that earthquake we had that killed 2 people just a couple years ago in 2003? This is the only thing in our museum that broke. This fell down, and they had to glue this piece of marble.
It doesn't look any worse for the wear. You and I look worse than that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're good looking. It's me that's the trouble. Okay, you got to keep clean. You know that, don't you, Michael?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you have germs. So here's a whole history of washing your clothes. This is my grandma and grandpa Clausen. Had this 30-gallon cauldron to go down the Nacimiento River. And twice a month you'd wash your clothes. You really got them dirty, and they'd build a fire and wash their clothes in here. And then I helped my grandpa make soap in here. And then we dip prunes. You got to crack the skins. So you put lye water in there and have it about 180 degrees and dip your prunes and then put them out in redwood trays.
We're going to charge you folks for this education that you're getting. This is grammar school, high school, and college education all rolled into one short program. This gentleman.
Kindergartners love this place.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And you love teaching them, don't you?
I love teaching them. I take all sorts of groups through here.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
We're going to have to
There's a general store. You can kind of pan that from here.
All right, we're going to kind of hustle along.
We'll hustle along. Okay. And, of course, this is medicine, dentistry and medicine. See that Dr. Wilmer sign back there?
Yeah.
My mother was his first baby to be delivered.
Really?
And I was his first second-generation baby.
Come on.
All you babies come up here to our museum. Now, minerals. We had gold in here, but at Paso Robles, our main mineral was cinnabar. This red rock you see right here, I don't know if you can
We'll get to it.
Pan it. That's cinnabar. 1865, they discovered the Indians had painted themselves with it. They loved that mercury.
Come on.
It was the best skin tone you had. And then, of course, they had, and here's bicanoids. Only place in the world they're found that's a geode that has a bicanoid shape.
We got to kind of move along.
And this is parówka. Can you pronounce it in Polish?
No.
Parówka?
I can't roll my R's. I don't know how to do that.
Paderewski was born in a province of Poland in 1861, where his father was there, and then he came to Paso Robles when he couldn't play the piano anymore, soaked in our water, could play again, and so when he wasn't in his villa in Switzerland or traveling around the world playing the piano, he was here.
Come on.
Okay.
Your hips are working darn good, by the way.
Yeah. And of course, cattle is a big industry brought here by the missions.
Yep.
Every mission had to have an industry, and San Miguel Mission was cattle. And this is put on by the San Luis Obispo County Cattle Women's Association.
And we've done a program on this on the mission.
But see that chuck wagon?
Yep.
That chuck wagon is put together from parts from an old Spanish land grant at Los Osos.
Oh.
I mean, the history here, you can't believe, folks.
You can't believe the history.
If you come here, you'll find more history than you can shake a stick at.
What is this? What is this here?
Quilting. Well, this goes into some more of our cattle industry. This is how you give a cow a pill. You know that?
No.
Let me show you. Put this in your mouth, and we can just put it right down in there.
Wait a minute. Chip, see that?
How do you hold a cow's mouth open? You
I
ever
don't
tried?
know. You just do it that way.
Yeah.
Put that over their
way.
head.
Yeah. See this little horse? 1890. There was a harness and saddle shop in Paso Robles, and that little horse sat outside. You know, all the different businesses
Sure.
had something.
Yep.
And this was a harness shop, and now we have it in our museum.
Very cool.
And if you come around here, you see a beautiful silver saddle.
This is a gorgeous saddle.
Yeah, this is made by the famous saddle maker Edmund Bolin, that made, you know, Roy Rogers and Dick Tracy's, and well, no, I mean all these other important people. Yeah, and you'll want to see that saddle. This is our most expensive saddle we have here. This is a Visalia saddle. We have another one, but this one is worth probably $10,000. It was tooled by a Yoket Indian man to Visalia. And what makes it so expensive, and rather than using just roses and oak leaves, there's 5 different flowers and about 7 different leaves all tied together. So when you come to our museum, even if you're not a saddle fancier, you can't believe with the things we have here.
Okay.
And see this saddle has all the silver on it?
All the silver on it, yeah.
Yeah, an old-time pioneer here, Don McMillan, bought this off of a man that needed some money for $50.
Wow.
But you don't have to pay anything to come to our museum,
That's
of
right.
course.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut. We're going to take a break for just a second, and then we're going to come and we're going to go view the jail, which I probably figured that you were in a couple of times. Think so?
I can't remember.